Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the next couple of weeks of April 2021. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind that these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or a private reading, check the description box below for ways to reach me. If you want to reach me by phone, it's a separate process. Just make sure that you're registered at bill per call. Request your callback. And if I don't get back to you that day, I'll get back to you within a 7-day time frame. And then also be sure to check out Patreon if you haven't been able to do so. The Venus sign readings are there now, and I do those monthly as well as additional content that you might enjoy. Okay, so we have here central issue, heart of the matter, as the 8 of Wands. We've got Mercury, the 2 of Pentacles. We have the Moon, 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, and 5 of Swords. All right. So the overall energy, I feel like you will be communicating with someone, or there's some sort of exchange of messages going back and forth. It does look like something is repetitive though. I don't know if you keep having the same type of conversation over and over again with someone. Or if something seems like you're not learning your lesson, or things just seem to keep going over your head, just pay attention to certain patterns in your life, because something seems to be repetitive or ongoing. Now, I do see mind games as well. I feel like there's still some sort of struggle to get your point across. Like at one point, conversation is easygoing, and then the next thing, there's distance, or I don't know if there's some sort of miscommunication. I just feel like something just keeps happening over and over again. There's definitely hot and cold moments. I feel like one minute you are open and vulnerable, and the next minute you have to put your defenses up, or you become guarded, like something triggers your defense mechanism. And more than likely it's something that someone says or does, and you start to mirror their behavior is what it is. So yeah, I feel like someone gets emotionally triggered here, and the communication stops. There's a need for you to trust your intuition on a matter. It does also look like something or someone is trying to get your attention. I feel like maybe you also are not paying attention to something. And so someone is trying to do something to maybe push your buttons or get you to say something, but the way they're doing it only creates hostility. There definitely could be some sort of mind games going on. I feel like when someone starts to feel vulnerable or emotional, they just start to play mind games. You are also going to have to be a little more patient with your situation, whether you're single and ready to meet someone, or if you're in a relationship but something is kind of off. Something is saying to have patience, trust your intuition, and just kind of try to be optimistic. But I don't like seeing this here at the end of the day, because I just still feel like there's miscommunication. Something is still coming off. I see the word like error flashing in my mind. Now, it could be like a technical error is causing miscommunication. So let's say, for instance, you and someone have just started talking, and then for whatever reason, I don't know, their cell phone carrier, a tower goes down. They never get that message that you sent. And you never take the time to be like, hey, did you get my message? You just assume, well, screw them. They don't want to respond to me anymore. And they're just like, kind of like the same thing. Like, man, they just stopped the conversation abruptly, but okay. And so both people are just like, I guess they're not interested. But what really happened is that something technical happened. And it's even like an energy, a playful spirit intervened, a jealous spirit intervened, something intervened and caused some sort of temporary negative reaction between both people. You also may just have like a literal instigator around you that keeps ruining things. Someone keeps saying something that you didn't say, or getting a story mixed up, or I don't know, just causing issues in the relationship, repeating things in the wrong way, the wrong tone. That also might be coming off in text messages. When you're talking through text, or any type of platform where you're typing, tone always gets misconstrued. It always sounds like someone is upset or has an attitude, or you're like, whoa, what is that? It's just like, no one is upset, no one has an attitude, no one this, that, or the other, but because of the tone of the message, that's the way it's being read. So it would be a completely different outcome had the conversation been over the phone. So I feel like that's probably going to be your challenge in regards to love and relationships. Now, and I see two opportunities for you too, especially if you're single and looking. It does look like there's some potential. Maybe someone does catch your interest. Maybe a couple of people even catch your interest. But I just still don't like how it results in the Five of Swords. So something definitely is like getting lost in translation here. But I feel like something keeps happening. Now, it could just be your ancestors or your spirit guides just trying to look out for you. Like, no, that's not the one. No, that's not the one. We're stepping in, here's your spirit guide with their bow and arrow. Like, like, not that one. Boop. Let me cut off that communication right there. So something could be going on where, you are aloof, you're unaware of something that you're getting ready to get into. So your spirit guides have to step in. It's funny because I always think of that quote, like God looks out for babies and fools or whatever. And I always be like, I guess I'm a fool because I don't be knowing stuff. So good looking out. Yeah. Yeah, it just looks like maybe something is getting interrupted for now. It may just be temporary. I think too, someone gets cold feet. Yeah, that's what I was getting, something about every time, someone starts to get vulnerable, they just get cold feet, but, I don't know if you're dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If you are ignoring them or if they're ignoring you, or see, I feel like something petty is going on. If it depends on who is trying to attract who. Either way, I feel that it's coming off as irritating or petty, or it's like, that's not the way to get my attention. And there's the Tower. Yeah. I even feel like someone is like causing an argument for the sake of it. This could be a form of self-sabotage. I feel like someone is also intentionally, someone's indirectly trying to annoy you. So someone is saying something on it from a distance or indirectly, and then waiting to see if you get the reference or if you heard what they said, or if you know, I just kind of feel like this is not the way to communicate. So right now, Leo, I feel like you guys are attracting people who clash, where there's a communication clash. There's something not right about your Mercuries in synastry. I feel like something about you and this person's Mercuries are probably squared, which is going to cause some sort of blocked communication. Also, something about Uranus and Mercury synastry is maybe something's bad. Maybe not even squared. Something could be in conjunct. I know you're like, what? But if you study astrology, you'll know what I'm talking about. I feel too like even if someone's intentions are to show you that you're appreciated, because you do look like you're admired, like you're being admired from afar or appreciated, but it's still not coming off that way. The translation, the languages, they're off. It's like someone is speaking a foreign language, and maybe that is something literal. There's a language barrier, a communication barrier. I don't know, I'm thinking about something corny from a movie where like the typical foreign exchange student is trying to learn English, and of course some creeps are teaching them how to say, I want to give it to you. You know, it's just like, what? And the girl slaps them. And they're like, what did I say? I don't know. I'm just thinking about corny stuff like that. But it does seem like misinterpreted messages. I feel someone is very passionate too in their way of speaking. Someone comes off very fiery, very passionate, to the point where it's maybe coming off defensive. It just looks like someone opens up or expresses themselves, but then it just isn't well received, or literally gets blocked due to some sort of technical error. Somebody also has to keep repeating themselves. Like if you're on the phone, I feel like the connection is bad. It's like, what did you say? Wait, hold on. What did you say? Like there's bad communication. I feel like someone's love offer is being blocked too, because maybe someone's in a relationship, or maybe someone feels like sloppy seconds, like something's going on where it's like, you can keep your cup, you can keep your love, I don't want it. And then the other thing I'm getting is that someone's words do not match their, someone's actions does not match their insides. It's misdirected feelings going on. Someone who cares very deeply is coming off like an asshole because they don't know how to process what they're feeling. And I just saw a big A. So I don't know if someone's name starts with the letter A. It's weird. I just looked at how the swords were formed. See that big A? Big asshole. Also, due to any type of transits with the moon, that also may have maybe the culprit behind miscommunication. Something about the moon's transit through your chart right now. Yeah, so High Priestess so far talking about same thing. You've got to trust your intuition. I feel like maybe something is also hidden from you for now, for the time being. I do feel like someone is targeting you, not in a negative sense. Someone has claimed you. We've got in the clarifiers the Emperor coming out with the Seven of Wands, and I'm looking at the way they're holding their weapons. Someone wants you. Someone is attracted to you. They're claiming you. They've already done that in their heart or just secretly done it. But the way they're going about it is not effective. And then someone's got cold feet. They got nervous. They're like, oh, I can't say it. I don't know what to say now. Oh, there's that tower. You guys probably are going to have a lot of tower moments, big reveals. Someone is trying to find the way to your heart, but they keep missing the target. It's off target. Even if you're already in a relationship, I feel like you and your love interest are clashing right now because there's something just is off. It's probably just the current transits in the sky that, it will pass, hopefully. I feel like someone is also trying to get another person involved, but that doesn't work. It's almost like somebody's like, can you just come explain it? Can you call them for me? Can you talk to them for me? And it just still seems like it's not coming across, right? They might feel, instead of being flattered, like, oh, that's so sweet they had their aunt reach out to me. It's like more like, why didn't they call me themselves? Like, ew, you had your aunt call me? Like, I just feel like everything, it is kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't type energy. I will say I do feel like it's temporary, just be looking at the moon and swords energies. Those are temporary energies for me. So I just kind of feel like it's a phase. So just be patient in the meantime and let this ride out. So hopefully, something has resonated, but you guys feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Sending you love and grace.